Hi, I'm here with Amy Ross Kelly, and I'm glad to have you here with us today at Fit Moms Fit Kids Club. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Annette. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited about your website.
Thanks. Now, I was excited about your website, and that's why I contacted you. Can you tell us a little bit about you, how many kids you have, what you do, and kind of what inspired you to get into health and fitness and why you want to inspire others?
Of course. I'm a mother of three. We live in Utah, and my kids are 11, 9, and 7. And on and off in high school, I struggled a bit with my weight, and so I became really interested in nutrition and healthy lifestyle. So I studied that in college, and I graduated with a degree in community health, mostly just to be a general health educator and did I lose you? Oh, there I am again. Sorry.
That's okay.
Just to be a health educator. So I started right away working in the field with the Utah State Health Department. And what I found was a lot of parents were more concerned about their own health and their children, which is fine. However, I think they neglected their kids a lot, and they'd say things to me like, well, I have to keep Oreos in the house because my child doesn't have weight issues. And really, because all of you, no matter what the weight issues are, should be eating healthy. And then when I had my own kids and looked more into the behavior aspects of eating well, that when kids didn't eat well, they were had more behavior problems. I knew that we needed to eat better just so I can have better management of my children.
Right. Okay. So I read on your website that you head up a healthy lifestyle program at your kids' school. Now, how did that come about? Is this a program that you came up with, or did you approach the school? How did that happen?
No, this is actually really exciting. Since I was already in the health department, I became aware of a program they were starting to help elementary schools kind of ease the burden on their budget, bring in more health education so that it wouldn't be a strain on the budget for the school. And so it was funded by the health department. And we now have 373 elementary schools in Utah that are part of the program. And so, of course, I said, well, I'll do my kids' elementary school. And so I went in and talked to the principal and asked if she would be a partner with the health department in this. And she was very excited. The health department gives them $300 just for participating. And so what it is, it's called Gold Medal Schools. And we just come in with nutrition information, exercise ideas, and policies about being smoke-free, tobacco-free, that kind of thing. And the main thing we do, well, at least the first year when your school is a part of it, we encourage the kids to walk like so many miles per month, and they keep track, they have fun tracking. And some of the teachers have been really excited about this, saying, finally, the kids have something to do at recess. They're not fighting anymore like they used to, because now they're just walking around the field and, just having fun with their friends as they go around. And so they do that. We start policies like avoiding food as reward, those kind of policies. And we have faculty wellness programs. This year for my school, I came up with we called it Flabulous February. All the teachers can put a ticket in if they would eat 5 fruits and vegetables for a day. They'd get a ticket, or 8 glasses of water, or exercise that day. And so we had a jar full of tickets, and we just pulled winners at the end of the month and gave them prizes. And it really excited them because it was January, so they already were done with their New Year's resolutions, and it's something new to try for. So anyway, it's Gold Medal Schools, and it's really a great program for Utah.
Wow, that's great. Now, did the principal just right away said, yes, let's do this, or was it a tough sell for you to get in there?
No, she did say yes right away. She had wanted to do it in the school, but was afraid to approach any of the teachers for managing it. And so when a parent came forward saying I'd be willing to do this at our school, she was like, perfect because I've wanted to do it, but my teachers have so much on their plates right now. She didn't want to approach
Right.
it. So yeah, she was on board right away.
Good. Well, that's
We had,
go ahead.
sorry, we had fun assemblies too, getting the kids excited about exercise and healthy choices by having the Jazz, the NBA Jazz. Their
Oh, yeah.
has a whole assembly that they came and did for them, and
Wow.
so yeah, we had fun things.
That's
So
exciting. Now, I have another question for you. I know,
Yeah.
I know you're at home as well. You work part-time. Is that correct?
yeah, it's very part time. What I do is health screening for the state, and so they'll go all over the state, and I'll say, oh, on the 10th and the 16th, I'm free, and then I'll go with them on those days. So it's kind of very part time. I'm looking for something a little more this fall now that my kids are all in school. So
Okay.
anyway, right now it's just a couple days a month.
So what kind of things do you guys do at home as a family? What kind of healthy, fun activities do you guys enjoy to do as a family?
We, well, in Utah, it's kind of different. In the winter, we love going sledding. We like snowball fights and building things with the snow, but we're kind of limited then. But summer or spring, we're excited about hiking. We live right at the bottom of the mountains, and so there's a million trails for us, and the kids are troopers. From the time they were really little, they could hike for a long time, and they just did a 5-mile hike last Friday, and they were great.
Wow.
And little complaining, only but also we like rollerblading. We have a track behind our house, so we can rollerblade around that, and we all have bikes. Probably should get those out more. And then when my husband comes home from work, he likes to play soccer with them. So they're very active. We just say, turn the TV off during the day, and then they find things to do.
Now, do you guys have a TV schedule? Like how much time you guys usually allow them to watch TV or play on their computers or their video games, something like that?
We definitely have a schedule.
Okay.
They just turn off the TV about 9:30 in the morning. So they wake up at 5. They watch a lot of TV, but once that comes up, they're done because they can be doing other things and getting outside. And it's pretty much off for the day. There's not much in the evenings that they like watching anyway. So so they're done at 9:30, and then for video games, my boys, they get 30 minutes a day.
Okay. Good. That's good. Now, I have a question for you. I have a picky eater. I have a complainer, my 4-year-old daughter, Victoria, when it comes to food. Do you have any picky, kids that have issues eating certain foods? What kind of tips can you share with us to get over those dinner time fights?
Yeah, that is a struggle for everybody. Even I think every family has that issue. My kids were more picky when they were younger and before I started blogging about healthy eating. Now they understand, we try a lot of new foods and, if they know it's healthy and they try it for my blog just to let the world know if they hate it or love it. But they try more things now. I think for the most part, parents have to remember that kids go through phases. 1 week they'll like something and the next week they won't. But to not let that make you eliminate that food from their diet because they'll come back and they'll like it again. So to just keep reoffering. Dinner time is a struggle, but we've always gone with the approach of we decide what they eat and they can decide how much. And so it's in front of them at dinner. If they won't eat anything, then they don't eat anything, and they can wait till morning to eat again. And we don't make a fight out of it. We just say, well, that's what's for dinner. So my 9-year-old, who's actually standing right here, she's been complaining that we eat too much of the same foods. We have chicken and rice for dinner, Mom. No more chicken and rice. So, they still complain, but bottom line is they end up eating what we fix.
Right.
So.
Or they don't eat anything for a while, I guess.
I think they grow out of it. It took my 11-year-old, I want to say 9 years before he started eating salad. And we have it all the time.
Right.
And so I think you just have to be patient and keep offering and not get frustrated.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I've noticed we're trying this raw diet thing for about a month, and my 4-year-old, she does not like salad at all. But if we put stuff inside, stuff, other veggies in it, and make it a wrap, she eats it. And I'm like, this is the same lettuce if we chopped it up and put it on your plate that you didn't eat.
I love it. I
It's
love
really
it.
funny, but like you said, I mean, even myself being an adult, I find that my taste is still changing. It's still evolving as I grow older. There are things that I wouldn't eat, 10 years ago. I didn't like eggplant. Now I love eggplant. I can't get enough. So there's certain things, even for me that, it's changed, but I have to keep trying it myself. Because my taste changes over
Yeah.
time. So that's
Yeah.
a good tip. Now, I also
Thanks.
I read that you had some visitors from Japan recently. And can you tell me a little bit about that experience? I read a little bit on your site, and that was pretty neat to see. Was there anything that you learned from them about their eating habits or what they do there that we don't do here?
Yes, I love our visitors from Japan. We try once a summer to have an exchange student stay with
Uh-huh.
us. My kids learn so much from them, and we do too. So the biggest thing I've learned is that their portions are much smaller.
Uh-huh.
They probably eat half of what I eat. I'm gonna say.
Really?
Yes, they have little tiny everything. Even you can see it in their little bento boxes. It's just this tiny little ball of rice and a little, piece of deli meat wrapped up and
Mm-hmm.
pieces of broccoli, and they're good till dinner. And so anyway, they just are used to eating less, I think.
Uh-huh.
But also the other big thing is they eat a lot less sugar. So
Okay.
for breakfast, my girl, her name was Anna, she would have tuna and rice,
Really?
or yeah, tuna stuff in a rice ball. She said in Japan every morning she has miso soup for
Uh-huh.
breakfast, or grilled fish.
Really?
So she says the sugary stuff they just don't eat. And I
Mhm.
think they are more now, but she grew up with her grandparents and in a more traditional home.
Mhm.
And so that's what she knows. But, she came here and she couldn't believe the sugary cereals that we have, and that we have our children eat that for breakfast. And, if anything, it would be dessert for sure.
Right.
But that was the thing. She said they had dessert every night. And I said, well, what did you eat for dessert? And they said fruit or
Uh-huh.
yogurt. And so they just eat a lot less sugar. Everything we had was very sweet for them.
What
So
about the
portions,
yogurt? Did you serve them our yogurt here? Was that more sugary than their yogurt, or?
I
Did you try-
didn't. I didn't
Okay.
even think about it.
Okay.
I should have tried. Probably it was.
Yeah, probably so.
And then the third thing we learned from them was they don't snack very much. They could go hours without eating, and my kids were just dying of hunger, and they were fine. So anyway, they don't snack as much as we do. That's true.
Okay. Now, I read something about mayonnaise.
Yeah, they use top their salads with mayonnaise, which I thought was so strange. And even we had tacos one night for dinner, and they use mayonnaise on their tacos, and I don't know what that's all about. But I got some comments on my blog of people who had been in other countries saying, "Yeah, mayonnaise."
Yeah. I went.
Yeah.
I went to Japan years ago on actually a few times playing in different volleyball events, and that
Oh.
was the one thing I noticed. We went to a pizza place, and they had a little bitty container with mayo in it, and then they had a little container with corn in it. So I guess you could put the corn on top and the mayonnaise on top of your pizza.
It's interesting.
We
Yes.
thought that was fun.